Welcome sa mas pinatatag na Siyansikat, Pinoy Popular Science para sa lahat. Ako ang kalihim ng Kagawaran ng Agham at Teknolohiya o DOST, Renato U. Solidum Jr. Sa programang ito, sasagutin natin ang anumang katanungan o hiling ng isang individual o grupo na may kinalaman sa science. Sa episode na ito, masasaksihan natin kung papaano mas bibigyang sigla ng makabagong teknolohiya ang mga proseso ng pagpapaunlad ng kaalaman sa pagpasok ng mundo ng IoT o Internet of Things o Industry 4.0. Panoorin natin ito.
That time, desperas po ng Pasko. And sobrang traumatic po nung time na yon. Parang feeling ko mali yung desisyon na binigay ko. Ang lungkot-lungkot, hindi ko alam, sana ako na lang.
Pwede ko lang kunin lahat yung sakit na darama niya, kukunin ko.
When I was young, naging exposed po ako sa hospital settings due to my mother's health condition that time. My mother had cancer, so I was the one who took care of her when she was still alive.
Nagkasakit po yung kapatid ko, and syempre para sa isang kuya, mahirap pong makita yung kapatid mo na nagsasuffer.
Sobrang traumatic po nung time na yon. Nasa loob po kasi kami ng hospital kasama yung brothers and sisters ko, and then nagpaplano kami para po sa Christmas Eve. And then when I was sleeping, and suddenly may mga doctors po na pumasok, and then parang naririnig ko na may nag-uusap about sa situation ng mother ko.
And hindi po siya agad madala sa ospital since pandemic. Sa amin, medyo malayo rin naman po yung papuntang ospital namin. So, naawa ako sa kanya.
They asked me to decide kung kailangan na bang tanggalin yung life support ng mommy ko. So, that time, medyo natakot ako, tumakbo ako papalayo sa room ng mommy ko. And then, kinausap ako ng cousin ko about the situation and explain niya sa akin dahil nga napakabata ko pa nung time na yon. Sinabi niya kung gusto ko pa ba na i-prolong yung paghihirap ng mommy ko, which is ayoko na mangyari sa mommy ko yon. So, I told her, yes, I will decide and I will let her go.
Naging turning point po yun ng buhay ko para ma-realize sa sarili ko na gusto kong tumulong dun sa kapatid ko, na alagaan siya, na mapagaling siya. Parang gusto ko na rin pong maging isang nurse para maalagaan yung hindi lang yung ibang tao, pati na rin yung pamilya.
And then, nung nalaman ko na po na tumigil na po yung heartbeat niya. I kissed her and I hugged my mom. And then I said, "Goodbye, Mommy, and may you rest in peace with your mama and papa." And then, hinalikan ko lang po siya, and then I said my goodbye.
We are really grateful to the Department of Science and Technology for helping institutions like us in innovating our way of teaching.
As we enter the Fourth Industrial Revolution, technology is becoming inevitable in every aspect of life, including in educational spaces. And for me, technology is very much important for us to improve the manner on how we develop our teaching and learning activities and as well as assessment for our students. For me, technology is a tool that complements the role of the teacher inside the classroom, and technology is not intended to replace the teacher but to complement the teaching and learning activities in the classroom.
It is meant to be a supplement to the learning process. So as you engage them in the traditional way of learning, lectures, maybe by now you could call Zoom lectures as quasi-traditional because we have been at it for some time. Virtual reality is a step up.
Dahil sa pandemya, sinasabing mas napadali ang pag-akap ng mundo sa IoT, lalo na ang sektor ng pangkalusugan. Sa dulo ng ating mga daliri, pwede na nating mahawakan ang mga state-of-the-art procedures upang mabawasan ang impact ng COVID-19 at mas mamonitor ang mga mamamayan.
Health education nowadays is becoming more and more dynamic and innovative. And because of the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, it changes the landscape on how we look at healthcare education. Just like previously, from the usual in-person teaching and learning activities, we converted into virtual. And now, we are into what we call the flexible learning or high-flex methodology.
Health needs are changing, so does our teaching. By incorporating technological advancement into our method of teaching, what more kung lalagyan pa natin ng technology yan, no? Technological advancement greatly improved our teaching.
So madalas po kami nagkakaroon ng medical missions, madalas po kaming nakakasalamuha ng mga nurses, doctors, ng mga dentists na tumutulong po sa amin sa mga medical missions na ginagawa po namin sa iba't ibang community.
Teaching is a noble profession. Nursing is also a noble profession. So becoming a nurse educator is twice as noble. Teaching really is my lifelong profession. Because in teaching, I see myself in my students, no? Not only you are teaching, but also you are learning. I am fulfilling the dreams of my nursing students becoming a globally competitive nurse in the future.
Tuwing nakakita po ako ng tao na mayroon po silang disease or kahit po yung nakikita ko lang po dyan sa kalye, gusto ko po silang tulungan. Kaya sana po kung meron pa pong mga bagay na maaaring makatulong sa amin para mas ma-build up pa po yung knowledge namin about this nursing career is handa po kaming yakapin.
So ang science ng nursing, dito po papasok yung ating knowledge na nakukuha natin through classroom teaching. Pero doon sa nursing as an art, dito natin magagamit ang technology. Mas may improve pa natin ang ating procedure before we could be applying it to a real patient. Ganun kahalaga ang teknolohiya. Sa harapan nyo, for example, si Apollo. Magagawa natin sa kanya ang mga procedure na first time pa lang nating i-apply. Ang isang ECG machine, Kapag hindi po natin ito nagawa ng tama sa isang pasyente, hindi ito magbibigay ng accurate na result. So, bago po natin gawin ito sa totoong pasyente, gagamitin muna natin kay Apollo. And dito po natin mag-gauge kung tama po yung paglalagay ninyo ng mga leads, no? Pagdating niyo po sa ospital, alam niyo na yung tamang proseso. Yan ang sining ng ating profesyon. Industry 4.0 is the native language of our systems and procedures. Sa tagal na pagtuturo ko sa mga nursing students, nakita ko yung kahalagahan ng technology, kung paano ito makakatulong na ma-improve yung kanilang knowledge and skills. Sa personal experience ko, nakita ko po kung paano nakatulong ng malaki ang technology, kung paano napapahaba o napoprolong ang buhay ng isang tao. Sa mga pagkakataong ganito, dito mo makikita na ang technology ay merong mukha at puso.
Ma'am, yung profession po pala natin ay isang bagay na hindi para sa lahat. At kapag hindi tama ang ating kaalaman, maaaring maglagay sa peligro o kapahamakan sa isang pasyente.
Paano po makakatulong ang institusyong ito sa aming mga mag-aaral patungo nga po sa advancement and innovation ng ating medical field?
Sa mundo natin nagbabago, ang mga health needs nagbabago din. Dito po sa ating universidad, they prepared us to go with the change. Talagang nag-invest sila para po masigurado na hindi po maiiwan ang ating mga estudyante sa pagsabay sa nagbabagong needs ng ating healthcare. Marami tayong mga pamamaraan para makasabay tayo sa mga pagbabagong ito. Diyan papasok ngayon ang technology.
Based on naman sa skills and knowledge, we know na rich ang mga Pilipino, nurses, doctors, and lahat ng healthcare professionals in terms of skills and knowledge because we know na yung Pilipinas ang nag-export ng nurses sa buong mundo. So we are globally competitive in terms of knowledge and skills. In terms of equipment and supplies, we lack from that. In terms naman in technologies, continuously nag-i-improve ang Pilipinas sa pag-provide ng proper technology na magagamit natin for advanced treatment sa mga patients.
The use of virtual augmented reality can actually cut the cost in more than half. Instead of buying, of course, the actual simulation, multi-million, of course, simulators that can only be used in person inside the laboratories. So using augmented reality, virtual reality, so the students can learn something and can be exposed into a certain scenario even at the comfort of their own homes. And for me, it's very much important for us in developing the future industry when it comes to healthcare. Producing the skillful, those nurses with the tender loving care, as we call it.
So as you see, most of the millennials as well as the alpha generation are into game modes. So learning is fun because they're able to access it anytime and they're able to relate. The RPGs, right? So this is in a way an RPG role-playing game because you're able to enter into the realm of the educational landscape using virtual reality. they can understand how things evolve easier kasi they're inside the picture. So that's virtual reality.
Currently, there's a big gap between technology and educational practice between the Philippines and other countries, especially the first world countries. But for me, as a researcher and educator, I do believe that the Philippines is blessed because of its human resource. We have tender loving care, we have the competence, we have the heart, we have the passion and the skills to do. For me, I'm looking forward to a day wherein our Filipinos would lead, of course, the world when it comes to setting up the standards in technologies and education.
So using technology, how do we innovate learning? How do we make sure that at the same time we make our students think, we also make them engaged? And they learn to enjoy learning because it's technologically driven. So with the use of virtual reality, we hope that education can be delivered wherever you are and whenever you want it.
Sana gaya ng ibang progresibong bansa, mas maakap or mas ma-maximize pa natin ang mga pangako ng IoT or Internet of Things sa mga polisiya, sistema at pamamahala upang ang ating bansa ay mas maging progresibo.
It's a new paradigm wherein with the use of support and technology coming from DOST, we're able to change the educational landscape. So we're putting technology into how we deliver our lectures, especially so that what we have in terms of support from DOST is our Marvel laboratory. And that helps us make learning more engaged for our students. It's putting the student at the center of things while they enjoy the new virtual reality that they're put into. It's engaging, at the same time very enriching. And again, my thanks to DOST for helping us make this vision, this dream, a reality.
Isang makabuluhang hangarin ang natunghayan natin dito sa Siyensikat. Patunay ito na ang mahalagang impormasyon at pananaliksik ay kakampi natin sa pagtupad sa ating mga pangarap. Gamit ang siyensya, may magagawa tayo para tulungan ang isa't isa at upang mas mapalago ang ating kaalaman at buhay. Kung ikaw ay may katanungan na tingin mo ay siyensya ang makakasagot, huwag ka nang mag-atubiling gumawa ng vlogs at i-post ito sa iyong social media accounts at lakipan ng hashtag Siyensikat at hashtag OneDOST4You. Malay mo, ikaw na ang susunod na wisher na lalapitan ng aming DOST idols or science experts. Hanggang sa muli, ako si Secretary Renato Yusolidum Jr. mula sa DOST na nagpapasalamat sa inyong pagsubaybay sa amin dito sa Siyensikat. Pinoy Popular Science para sa lahat.